Hey friends, welcome back to my channel RONNY'S बुक रिव्यू। आई नो बहुत दिन बाद मैं वीडियो डाल रहा हूँ एंड आई एम वेरी सॉरी फॉर दैट। लेकिन कुछ फैमिली ओरिएंटेड एंड जॉब रिलेटेड प्रेशर में फंस गया था। बहुत काम का प्रेशर था, फैमिली ओरिएंटेड कुछ प्रेशर भी था जिसकी वजह से मैं वीडियो नहीं डाल पा रहा था। और उससे भी बड़ी बात यह है कि मैं बुक पढ़ ही नहीं पा रहा था। ऐसा मेंटल स्टेट ही नहीं था कि मैं बुक पढूं या उसके अंदर जाऊं, पूरा कंसंट्रेशन दूँ एक बुक को। वैसा कुछ हो ही नहीं पा रहा था। लेकिन व्हेन यू आर अ बुक लवर, आपको वो खुद ही अपने आप खींच लेती है बुक की तरफ, और मेरे साथ भी वैसा ही कुछ हुआ। मुझे एक बुक का कवर दिखा और देखने के बाद इट जस्ट क्लिक्ड। I felt a magnetic pull towards that book and I started reading that book. And my oh my, it was a great experience reading that book. So, today I will be talking about that book, and the name of the book is Shiva Origin, the Son of Ganga. ये डॉक्टर दिनेश वीरा ने लिखा है। दिनेश वीरा इज अ मलेशियन इंडियन and as a profession he is a doctor. Still, for the love of yoga and Hindu mythology pulled him towards writing a book, and this is his creation. So let's start what I liked about the book and what I didn't like about the book. So, if we start with the book, if you are a mythology come sci-fi fan, yes, let me quote that, mythology come sci-fi fan, then I think you will love this book, because it is a mixture of mythology, Indian mythology, as well as sci-fi, in scientific fiction. How mythology mixes with sci-fi, it's up to the reader. When they will read the book, they will understand why I'm saying that it is a mixture of mythology and sci-fi. But overall, if you are a lover of both these two genres, then I think you will love this book. The story is about how Abhay Sharma, a chemical engineering student, crossed the Maya forest of Maya and found a cave in where he found many secret chambers, and crossed those secret chambers to found a jewel, and that jewel led him to another big quest. When he got to know from a person that this jewel is not any ordinary jewel, it is a very special jewel and it is hiding a great secret. The jewel is hiding an immense secret in it, and how it changed the life of Abhay Sharma. And there is another group who are called the Black Eagles. They are the black marketers for antiques. They are trying to get their hand on this jewel. And there is another person, Ghoda, who is also trying to get his hand on this jewel for a different reason, and that reason is the main thing in this story. So why he is trying to get the jewel, why the dark eagles are trying to get the jewel, how Abhay and that special person who is helping him will get the jewel out of their hands, and in doing this, how he will save the world from these evil beings. It is in the story. Now, let's talk about the main things like the character building. The character building in this book is quite good. Not great, not dull, but good. The main characters like Abhay, Jaipal, Talwar, Ghora, Sadhana, Anisha, Ganesh, these characters are well built, and the thing is that they have been made in a precise way, not too much, not too low, but the characters here are very justified. The interaction between the characters and the monologues are not too long or boring. They are quite appropriate for the readers. Next comes the page count. I think the page count of this book is decent. If we try to reduce the pages, then it will have destroyed the book, but still the page count of this book is, I think, decent. Not great, not bad, decent. And again comes the question, who should read this book? First, I have told it is for sci-fi and mythology fans mainly, but still it can be read by anybody. If we categorize this book, then this book will fall under the beginners category, because this book is mainly for the beginner readers, because the characters, the words, the story, it all will be appealing for a beginner reader. They will love to read this book, and they will fall in love with reading books. I will not recommend this for the pro class, because they will think it a very childish. And mainly this book is for, I think, from the age gap between 13 to 17 or 10 to 17, who loves to read book, that kind of teenagers and children, they should read this book. As I said, it is a beginner's book, because after 17, from 18 to above, they can read this book, but for them this book will be like a very childish thing. What is this happening? Why are these things happening? How sci-fi meets with mythology, these things will look awkward to them. Now let's come to the cover of the book. Here in the cover of the book, we can see a person who is looking like Lord Shiva, but there are some differences, because as like Lord Shiva, he is not holding a trident or trishul, he is holding a staff, and it looks like the staff of the Skeletor from He-Man, and he is very angry. He's a ruthless viciousness is shown in his face. As per Shiva, Shiva is like a picture of calm tranquility, but not this guy. This guy is very angry, he is aggressive. We can see it from the poster or the cover of the book. It is because it is not Shiva, then who it is, it will be answered in the book. But still, the cover of the book is very intriguing and very magnetic. As I thought, I have seen the cover of the book and it pulled me towards it. And I'm a great reader and a great lover of Indian mythology. I personally think that it is not Indian mythology, it is Indian history. We have turned it wrong as mythology. Now, there's another question, another thing I want to clarify, because it is on Lord Shiva, origin of Lord Shiva, and we have a previous book on Lord Shiva which has created a havoc in the readers section in film, and all have loved this creation, and that is the Immortals of Melua by Amish. Now, if we try to compare it with Amish's Immortals of Melua, then I will be saying that would be a very big mistake, because Amish's Immortal of Melua is for all section of readers, from beginners to intermediate to pro level. But this book is for only the beginners, not the intermediate, not the pro level. It is for the beginner level, and that's what comes in the cons section, because this book released in 2020 and it became nationwide bestseller. Still, I will be saying that this book is for only the beginner section, because the story at sometimes will be become very childish. It will be very awkward for the readers. And from a age perspective, from a maturity perspective, this story will not appeal to that maturity level, not appeal to that age level. It will be good for the beginners, means the age group between 13 to 17, and in between 18 to 2021, they can read it, they will love this book. But still, this will not appeal to the higher maturity, higher age group people, or higher people with maturity. They will think this is a very childish, very awkward, what is this going on, why these things is happening. So I think this is the con in this book. And if we overlook this point, I will be saying you will have a great time reading this book. I had a great time reading this book, and I will try to make many videos in upcoming time and consecutive manner, because I was off for a many time, but now I am back and I am reading another book, and it is from my favorite author Navonil Chakraborty, and I will be making a video very soon on that. So please stay tuned to my channel and subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon to get notified about my latest videos, and follow me on my Instagram. The ID is here saying this. Tata.